Took them 22 films to do something that they've never really done before in the James Bond franchise. Hmm. It's a nice little novelty too. I quite enjoyed that. Here we are. Quantum of Solace is today's movie for LSJ's late reviews. It came out in 2008. It's directed by Mark Foster, so a different director than the previous film, which was Martin Campbell. But we have the same writers, which is Paul Haggis, Neil Purvis, and Robert Wade, who adapted Casino Royale. And it's a good thing they're back on writing duties too, because this movie is a direct sequel. So it's not just another Bond movie. This one follows on from the previous one, which has never been done before in a James Bond movie. So that little novelty I quite like. Usually with a James Bond film, you can just scroll through the list of names of the titles, pick one at random, bung it on the DVD player, or stream, whatever the fuck you're using. Watch it and enjoy it. They're all pretty standalone affairs, but not so for Quantum of Solace. So, if you're looking to get into Bond movies, don't start here. If you're going to start with the Craigs, start with Casino Royale. That's my recommendation. So, it might be a couple of spoilers here and there for Casino Royale, but hey, this is a late review. You got to expect this kind of shit, right? So this is the 22nd Bond movie, as I've said. It's also the shortest, clocking in at about 1 hour 46 minutes. James Bond movies are usually around the 2 hour mark, so this is the first one that's been on the short side. But I don't feel shortchanged at all. The movie feels a little tighter and a little bit more focused. So there's not as much instances of slowdown or anything like that. The movie is short and tight, action-packed, and it moves at a pretty steady clip. We've got Daniel Craig coming back as Bond. We've got Olga Kurylenko as Camille Montez. Methal Amalric, I hope I got that right, as the environmental villain Dominic Green. The kind of villain we might have seen before, but I think it's played very well in this movie by Methal. We've also got Judi Dench as M, of course, Gemma Atherton. We've got Giancarlo Gianni coming back as Mathis from Casino Royale. And of course, Jeffrey Wright as Felix. And we do have David Harbour in there as well. So Quantum of Solace, as I said, picks up from Casino Royale. James Bond's caught the bad guy that was kind of working in the shadows in Casino Royale, and he and M, they're trying to work out, who the fuck is this guy? How can there be an organization that the CIA, MI6, and the intelligence community at large have no idea about, and they've got agents everywhere? Really? And then they prove them right, where one of the MI6 guys starts opening fire, and the bad guy escapes, and from there on in, Bond is on the chase. Now, he doesn't just want to find out about this organization. No. He finds out that he finds out more about why Vesper did what she did, and he finds out about Vesper's ex, which was mentioned in Casino Royale, but he finds out a few things about him. So he's on the fucking hunt, and he's still not quite the Bond we know from previous films. You know, this is technically second mission, right? Because it follows on directly from the first. So he's still a bit rough around the edges. He's still a little trigger happy. He's still, a bit of a cold bastard in this. But I think it fucking works. There's even one scene where someone's hanging off a ledge of a building, grabbing onto Daniel Craig's tie, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a nice little montage or tribute to The Spy Who Loved Me, because he does the same thing with the tie. The guy falls down, and I thought that was cool. I think it was played a little better in The Spy Who Loved Me because of the context there. Bond actually finds that information. Bond just kills this motherfucker in this movie. And I also like how they continue the character study of Bond. Alright, yes, a little trigger happy and all that. He seems cold and dispassionate, but he let Vesper in, and Vesper died, and that's hardened him, and all that. So MI6 think he's just on this revenge thing, and yeah, maybe so, but over the course of the movie, we finally get James and M on the same page. And when they're on the same page, fuck, it's really super cool. I really like Daniel Craig with Olga Kurylenko. Not a love interest story at all. They're two broken people with bad histories and pasts teaming up together to take on Dominic Green, who has ties to this mysterious organization. So it's a really fun movie. It's more action oriented. There are character moments where they kind of take a breath. You know, they expand on the whole Vesper Lynn James Bond love affair that ended tragically. Why Vesper did what she did, because Bond was not fucking happy about it. He could have saved her and everything like that. And I do appreciate the shorter film. Makes things a little bit more tense. There's less chances to rest because the action doesn't quite let up throughout the whole movie. So I think it really works like that. Now, I watched this with my sister and my wife, and they really enjoyed it. I think my wife preferred Casino Royale and my sister preferred this one, Quantum of Solace. There's no wrong answers. They're both pretty solid films, but what I would say is Casino Royale is a fucking phenomenal movie. Not just a great Bond movie, but just a fantastic flick. So it was always going to be tough for Quantum of Solace to kind of match that. Quantum of Solace also isn't based on a Fleming novel, so you know they don't have that strong kind of thing that they can draw on for this movie. However, while I give Casino a 10 out of 10, that doesn't mean this movie's bad. I remember going to see this one at the cinema, and I remember being a little bit let down by it. Maybe because I just had high expectations. This time around, I didn't have those high expectations. I just wanted to watch it with some fresh eyes and give it a chance. And when I did, I found that it was a really fucking good movie. Is it as good as Casino Royale? Hell no. But it's an 8 out of 10. So it's really hard to complain that you don't get two 10 out of 10s in a row when, you know, an 8 out of 10 is pretty damn good. It's a fucking solid, well done action movie. It's one of the better Bond films as the first direct sequel to a previous film. It's great. A lot of returning actors, which is also kind of rare. If there's another Bond movie, sometimes they'll recast the role, like there's been fucking 50 million Felixes and shit like that. But no, they keep a lot of the same actors as well, and it really does well with the continuity and things like that as well. So I really like the world that they're building with these Daniel Craig Bond flicks. I really want to see where it goes. Well, again. And yeah, this one surprised me more the second time than it did the first time. I was willing to give it more of a shot, and I was prepared to watch something that wasn't as good as Casino Royale, and it didn't disappoint. There was no point where I was like, oh, they've jumped the shark, oh wow, they've really let it go, or shit, they couldn't do two good movies in a row. Yeah, they did. This was a fucking good time. I think you should check it out. Watch Casino Royale first. Give me a like, dislike, share, subscribe, all that kind of shit. Follow me on the tweets. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Can't remember the Bond theme, but it was pretty good because Jack White and Alicia Keys did it. Oh well. There it is.